Welcome to the lecture series of High Voltage Engineering. Today I'll be discussing about lightning phenomenon. Actually, there are two segments for my presentation. The first segment is lightning phenomenon and the second segment is lightning mechanism. Now I'll be explaining about lightning phenomenon. For lightning mechanism, you can visit my next video. Moving on to the definition of lightning. Let us define what is a lightning and what is a lightning phenomenon, how it is going to happen, how it is going to take place. The definition says that the discharge of the charged cloud to the ground is called lightning phenomenon. This is a simple definition. We have to consider two objects here. First one is cloud and the second segment is earth. So cloud and earth, that will act as two plates. In between air will be there, that will act as a dielectric medium. Whenever discharge is taken place, the dielectric breakdown will be exactly taken place. Okay. Moving on to another point. It is a natural phenomenon, obviously, which develops when the upper atmosphere becomes unstable due to convergence of the warm, solar heated vertical air column and on cooling the upper air mass. So these are the few reasons. Lightning is a naturally occurring electrostatic discharge. We can call it as a electrostatic discharge as well. Okay, lightning is a naturally occurring electrostatic discharge during which two electrically charged regions in the atmosphere or ground temporarily equalize themselves, causing the instantaneous release of as much as 1 gigajoule of energy. Okay, so this is another definition, another explanation of the lightning. Okay, anyway, we can say that it's a discharge of the charged cloud to the ground. That is basically lightning phenomenon. Let us explain the principle. What are the reasons for the lightning? All those things let us discuss. So moving on to another point. As I already told you that we have to consider two objects. First one is cloud. So we have the cloud. Then second object is earth. Let us consider these are the two plates. Okay, plate number 1 and plate number 2. Clear? Plate number 1 and plate number 2. Let me call plate number 1 and plate number 2. In between, air is available. It will act as a dielectric medium, air. Air is actually available between cloud and earth. So during discharge, the dielectric breakdown of air will be taken place. That means the medium, air is becoming conductive. In between, the discharge will be taken place. The reason for discharge, why you are saying that the cloud is lower level of the cloud is negative, earth is the earth layer is positive, that I will let you know. So let me move further. So moving ahead, see this is another diagram which depicts the cloud and earth. These are the two main objectives, three main objects. In between, air is available. So air will act as a dielectric medium. Definitely discharge will be taken place in between the medium. Okay. See the lower layer. This is the lower layer of the cloud. Lower layer of the cloud, and this will be the upper layer of the cloud that you can directly point out. See, the lower layer of the cloud is negative because of induction principle. So why earth is positive, that answer I will be telling you right now. So bottom side of the cloud, that is negative. So we can say that due to induction principle, definitely the upper side of the earth. So we cannot say that upper side. So earth, we consider only earth. The earth portion will be positive. So cloud will be considered as negative charge and earth will be considered as a positive charge. Clear? So let us explain how the discharge will be taken place. From the cloud, how the discharge will be taken place. Let us have a brief discussion. You know, air acts as a dielectric medium between cloud and ground, that is 2. A lightning discharge through air occurs when the cloud is raised to high potential with respect to ground. Okay, then only this lightning phenomena will be taken place. So there will be a potential difference. So this potential gradient, what you can call what I can say, electric field. Okay, volt per distance, potential gradient is getting increased by frictional effects due to thunderstorms. So the main reason for the formation of this lightning is thunderstorms. You can underline this point. So this causes frictional effects. Clear? Thunderstorm causes ice crystal in the upper layer. Okay, upper layer of the cloud. There are two layers, upper layer of the cloud and the rain at the lower layer of the cloud. Okay, lower layer of the cloud. Ice crystal in the upper layer and rain in the lower layer. So because of this thunderstorm, what is going to happen means ice crystal that will be locating at the upper side, and rain will be at lower layer. As a result, the positive and negative charges will be separated. So positive layer, where it locates, you can see positive layer. Where is the location of positive layer? See, positive layer that will be locating at the upper side of the cloud. That is true. And the negative side, negative charges that is locating at the lower layer of the cloud. Why? Because there is a thunderstorm. So that thunderstorm that is getting separated, the positive and negative charges. So due to the movement of air currents, that is the main thing which is happening inside the thunderstorm, air current movement. Okay, because of the thunderstorm, positive and negative charges will be separated. So we consider the lower layer is negative and upper layer is positive. As a result, there are two objectives that you can see. One is cloud, other part will be earth. So because of that, there will be a gigantic capacitance. So the literature depicts that there is a heavy amount of capacitance that is existing between cloud and earth. That is 100% true. Moreover, that capacitance that will be depending on the gradient also. Okay, that means this electric field. Moreover, the discharge intensity that will be depending on the gradient between upper layer and the lower layer of the cloud. In the upper layer, of course, we can say that positive charges will be distributed because of thunderstorm. Okay. Due to thunderstorms, air currents will be formulated. Because of the air current, the separation, positive and negative charges will be separated. So positive charges will be locating at the upper layer of the cloud and the negative charges will be locating at the lower layer of the cloud. That is very clear. Evidently, we can explain in that concept. So as the gradient increases, the intensity of the discharge is also getting increased. That you can very clearly explain. Because of that, this kind of discharge will be taken place. So this discharge is basically called as lightning wave or lightning. Okay, light waves, these discharges. Okay, I hope you are getting my point. In the cloud, we can say that upper layer will act as positive and lower layer will act as negative. The potential difference between upper and lower layer, that is in between 100 to 1000 megavolt. See, the potential difference you can observe. This is upper layer. You can see the upper layer and this will be the lower layer. The potential gradient that will be up to 1000 megavolt. Okay, up to 1000 megavolt, this potential gradient will be there. Okay. As the potential gradient is getting increased, the intensity of the lightning discharge that is also increased. Both are directly proportional. Okay, as the potential gradient, that means the positive and negative, there will be a definitely a potential difference. As the potential difference increases, the magnitude of lightning discharge that is also getting increased. That is very clear. Similarly, only one part of the total charge is released to the ground. Okay, only one part. So remaining that will be happen place between inter cloud discharge. What is inter cloud discharge? Similarly, many clouds will be there. See, many clouds will be there. So this is upper layer and this will be the lower layer. So in between this interaction will be taken place. That is called the inter cloud discharge. Only a few part will come to the ground. Only few charges that will be discharging towards the ground. But other thing, what we can say is there will be always an inter cloud discharge. Okay, that is also will be taken place. Clear? Let me continue. The lower part of the cloud is negatively charged and the ground will act as positive charge. The reason is due to electromagnetic induction, due to induction principle. Then lightning occurs normally at a standard temperature and pressure. The standard condition, the lightning occurring it will be taken place at 30 kilovolt per centimeter. If the potential difference between cloud and earth that is exceeding more than 30 kV per centimeter, dielectric breakdown will be taken place for the air. That is a standard temperature and pressure condition. But normally, because of moisture content, dust particle, etc., the dielectric breakdown will be taken place very early. So if it is 10 kV per centimeter itself, the dielectric breakdown, discharge will be taken place. So 10 kV per centimeter is more than sufficient to cause the lightning. Okay, that point you have to remember. Why it is not like 30 kV per centimeter? Because the moisture content, then dust particle. Okay, those, because of those reasons, the ionization will be taken place fastly. Ionization means it's a breakdown phenomenon. Okay, air, a gaseous dielectric breakdown will be taken place very early. Okay, so these are the basics of lightning. I have referred the following textbooks. If you are having any queries, you can put up in the comment box. So let us conclude the session. In this session, I have discussed the definition of lightning, then reason for the lightning. I have familiar the main segments of the lightning phenomenon. Okay, then some basic principles I have explained. Then you can observe the following points that will really help you for understanding the mechanisms of lightning. In the upcoming session, I'll be discussing about the lightning mechanism. Finally, thank you very much for watching this video.